add to stream. Oh, there I am. Okay, good deal. All right. So welcome. This is Divine Insights. My name is Dr. Debbie Roche, and intuitive connection and intuitive development and intuitive readings are one of my passions, and I greatly enjoy doing them and teaching about it and connecting with others through the readings. So welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. Today I wanted to show you all the different decks, and today I have two heart-based decks. It is February, so this is a heart month, and so we have the Journey of Love deck. This is a little bit abstract in the way that the cards are designed. Actually, it's a really nice deck, but it's very abstract. It's not the other deck that I have is a little bit more kind of less abstract. But I like some of the cards, just like the artistry of it. But it's very abstract in general, and so that's always a cool deck to pull from. In terms of the journey of the heart, which is joyful, but also can be a little difficult in moments. And so this is the first deck. This is Alana Fairchild is the author. And then we have the same one from last week. This is called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And that's a pretty good general deck. This deck I've had for so many years. And this is just the Archangel Oracle card deck. Doreen Virtue makes some really great decks. I'm not sure if she's making them anymore. I don't think so. But this deck was with me during my worst moment of my life. And then it has traveled with me all these years later, almost 10 years later. And so it's a sacred deck to me. This one is a life purpose deck. And then we have Angel Answers. I like the vibration of this deck. And also it's very simple in the way that it delivers information. And then we also have, this is another great deck I use all the time. This is Crystal Angel Oracle deck. And so, yay, I'm glad. For those of you that are on Facebook, I cannot tell who you are. So if you'd like me to know who you are, please put your first and last name if possible. If not, just put your first name, but I won't always know who you are. And so, but please let me know. But yes, I love the decks. I love the feel of them. These are some of my best friends, these decks. So hi, Vicki. Welcome. And who would like their first card? Hi, Mary. Yay. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. So behind me, you see all my beloved pictures. My father always taught me to take a lot of pictures. And so I'm looking at, I see little Jilly and my sister, and that's my mom right here. This is Mommy. And she was always so faith-filled. So she had a lot of horrible health stuff going on throughout her whole life, but she was so connected to the divine and taught me so much about faith and love. So who would love their, hello, Shelly, thank you for joining us. Yay, Mary, you got, okay, so which deck? So we got this one. We got this one, Life Purpose deck. Do you have a preference, Mary? We have Angel Answers. We have the Archangel Oracle deck. Do you have a preference, or I'll just pick one for you? Or we have from the two heart-based decks. Let's see. I see. I would love one. Okay, so I don't know who that is. If you could put your name, that would be great. So, Mary, Angel Answers. Okay, great. Okay, so I've only done this twice, so I'm still learning the technology. I got my little table here, so I'm getting a little better. So here's my little Angel Answer card deck. So how my gift works is that there are many different intuitive kind of labels to different types of gifts, and I have what's called clairvoyance, and that means I have kind of like a movie screen on the front part of my brain. And then I have the two that most often come are the clairvoyance, which is being able to see things. And then I have ink on my hands, sorry. Or clairaudience is where I actually hear the word or hear things. But I also have other types of gifts and moments, like I'll feel things, or there's many different ways. I don't often taste things, but once in a while. So but usually there's 5 different types of intuition. So when I do use the card decks, usually I can see the number, or I'll hear it. And so when I touch this deck for you, Mary, normally those are jumpers, but if there's too many of them, then it's just cards falling. So I'm hearing 3 and 17. So So for me, what that communicates to me, and this is kind of developed as I work with the cards over time. And so the third one, so 3 and then 17, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. For any, this is a donation-based event for those of you that have joined us. It is intended to support the Unity of Gulfport. And so there's 2 ways to donate if you're able and you feel guided. There's Venmo, which is behind me. I don't know. I just made that little sign. Maybe I need to make it a little bigger. And it's at Unity of Gulfport. That's the Venmo. And then the PayPal is unityofgulfport@gmail.com. So anyway, thank you so much. And so for you, Mary, the 2, ooh, okay. So romance. I love the artistry on the card and the 2 auric fields coming together. I think that's really pretty and very intentional, especially for you. And so the message around this card is that when, I'll speak in a general sense, but when we go through a lot in relationships and we love really hard, sometimes our hearts get hurt in that process. And we carry the energy of those wounds along, and then we figure out, different things in our healing process and our healing phases and our choices to heal and take action. But what I'm hearing around this card for you specifically is that they're wanting you to almost, the image that I'm getting around it is that they're like brushing away the energy of the old experiences that are around your heart a little bit still. And they're saying, find a way, you're using metaphysical kind of imagery and tools like visualizing white light or getting some good crystals to kind of pull that energy away from your heart. Because I feel like you're really meant to love someone very soon within the next year. And so in order to attract those people in, and in terms of getting your heart ready for that type of vulnerability, they're saying, prepare the heart. So that was the first message around it. And then the second card that I got was yes. And I feel that this applies to your next creative project. And so if you've been thinking about one in your mind or maybe the potential of one, they're saying, yes, absolutely do it. It is in your best intention. You're going to really enjoy that process. I'm not sure if it's another book. For those of you, Mary Westcott does some great writing and has created some great books. But they're saying, yes, definitely do it. But most importantly, they'll make your heart happy. And there will be many adventures and people that you meet along the process of creating this next creative project. All right, next. All right, Mary, those are 2 great cards. Okay, so the one, just pick one. Okay, so Angle, I don't know if it's Angie or Angle. So Facebook user that said just pick one. So I'm going to pick one for you. All right, I'm guided to pick this one, which is one of my favorite decks, Crystal Angels. I love the vibration of the deck, the coloring, the imagery, and I'm seeing the number 18 for you. And 11, 12, 18, and 21. 21. Ooh. All right. So first one is divine life purpose. So the message I get around this card is that it's really important for you right now in your life to really, I feel like you're gifted at quite a few things. And so this card is all about clarity. Is really about finding out, whether it be through meditation or prayer or journaling or talking with your favorite people or whatever it might be, or getting by the ocean, whatever it is that brings you the most clarity, really setting your intention on the question, like, what am I really meant to do here? Because it's in that process of finding the clarity within ourselves that the guidance comes as to what we're really meant to do. And as we step up into that, whether it be career or service or whatever it is that you're most meant to do here, you'll feel such tremendous joy in your life and in your mind and in your heart, like that once you pick up on the vibration of what it feels like to do what it is you're really meant to do, that you'll continue doing it almost effortlessly. And so that's the intention, is kind of tap into the energy of how things feel on your mind, your heart, and your consciousness. And then let that lead you if you're still kind of fine tuning your clarity on what you're meant to do here. And then the next one is own your divine power. And so the image, the psychic image that I got when I touched this card for you is someone actually stepping up and claiming their self-power. So the solar plexus is all around self-power and strength and confidence. And so the image is like, don't forget how powerful you really are. And so that's what that is about, owning your divine power. And maybe in the moments when you're getting a little weak, to find ways to connect more to spirit, whether I use the cards a lot when I feel a little lower in vibration spiritually, or surround yourself with things that have spiritual representation. Like I love white, certain types of rocks and crystals, or little angels, or I love kitty cats. So whatever it is that makes you feel the vibration of source, that'll actually help you step up into your self-confidence and your own divine power as you get clear on the next steps on your journey to your life purpose. Okay, next. Who's next? You need a heart card. Okay. Me too. So which deck do you want? Do you want the Journey of Love, or would you like the red deck or the green deck? Any choice on that? Sorry, I'm a little klutzy. I've always been a little klutzy ever since I was little. So Journey of Love or the green one, or I'll just pick one for you. Who is this for? I can't see. This is for, it says, I need a heart card. So when you ask for a card, can you please give me your name so I can address you? It makes it a little easier on me, and I can't see the names if you're hopping on from Facebook. So I'm glad, thank you. And so if you can give me your name, that would be wonderful, because then that would make it, okay. So is that Vicky? So green, okay. I'm assuming it's Vicky, and it's the green one. So is this the Vicky I know in real life that's down in South Florida? I can't see the last name. So if this is you, then I hope that you're doing well down there. I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Yay. All right, Vicky, I just talked to you. So great hearing your voice, sending lots of love. All right, green deck. So I'm seeing an 8 and a 9. 3, 4, 8, and 9. All right. Ooh, I like this card. So opportunity beckons. So when I touched this card, the imagery around it wasn't just about like opportunity of the heart, but I also feel that that's associated with this card. I feel it's a lot of like opportunity in the terms of career and finance, and also just like personal growth and opportunities to connect to people and connect to people that you love in different ways. Like it's money and finance, but also in career, but it's also, I feel it's an opportunity. You have the opportunity, especially in the next few months, to really open your heart in a way that you haven't before. And then that, and allowing the divine energy to help you with that type of vulnerability, because opening the heart is scary sometimes. But they're saying that it's like prime time for you to open your heart, and whatever you use to protect your heart, to really open it wide and to love and to connect to your close people. That's the message around that. And I like the imagery around it, because it's like the guy's kind of pondering about it. The guy's kind of, well, like maybe but they're saying you're safe. Your heart is safe, so open it wide. And to find balance. This is a good one. So when I touch this card, I feel it's associated more with health and stress and learning to balance rest and calm with activity. And also I feel it has to do with physical self-care. So movement, swimming, they're showing me like movement of swimming, walking, which helps your lymphatic system. I feel like juicing would be really helpful. They're showing me like fresh vegetation and fresh juices, berries, things like that. But that the more that you can connect to the vibration of the divine, whether it be through the movement, maybe out under the clouds or in the ocean, and in food. I'm really big around the vibration of food, that it would benefit you in all ways. All right, who's next? Anyway, great to talk to you today, Vicky. Much love. I can't wait till you're home. Let's go do something fun. All right. Hello, balance is key. Isn't that the truth, Reverend Kimberly? I have to remember that too. I like to, Debbie means busy bee, and I like to be a busy bee. And so I forget to rest sometimes. Hi, Kelly. Absolutely. So how about this deck? How about the purple deck, or would you like another one? Either this one. So an angel card, absolutely. Welcome, welcome, Kelly. So I feel it's this one and this one for some reason. So Kelly. So I'm hearing a 6-6, so it'll be a 6 card from this deck. 6, and then the other one is 17. So, yay, perfectly, I'm glad. All right, so 17. 1, 2. All right, first one, forgiveness. Oh, isn't this a good card for all of us? So I love the imagery of these cards. So there's all different ways of reading angel cards, cards, spirit cards, oracle cards. One is to read the little message and look up the book, which is really valuable and helpful, or just to go with whatever your own intuition says. And then the other one is to look at the imagery on the card, and they all have different images, and they all have different styles of the images. And so I really love this one because the woman's hands, I don't know if you can see it, the woman's hands, there's like 2 sets of hands. One where she's coming together in prayer. I know Reverend Kimberly often does this. She did this in her service last week, where you're like gathering almost the divine energy into you and collecting yourself energetically, right? And then the other side, the other image on this, the second pair of hands is this way, right? And so I always think of this expression as opening yourself up and opening your heart and your consciousness and your soul and your heart to divine energy, to the love in the universe, to spiritual connection. And so forgiveness has so many of those elements within it. For me, I'm not easy to forgive. I've gotten a little better as I've aged, but forgiveness is often about acceptance, accepting the situation, accepting people as they are, accepting your own self and your mistakes, just spiritual acceptance, and not really being propelled to change everything. I know I'm a doer, and I like to try to change, especially my younger years. I've gotten a little wiser about surrender and acceptance, but forgiveness is just learning to sit with it, sitting with the emotion, and knowing that we're all human. But it certainly doesn't mean that you allow people to, do it again to you or whatever it might be, but really to sit with the acceptance of it and to say, what is the spiritual lesson? Because if I can get to that place rather than being angry about whatever it is, that's where the calm, the spiritual calm and the peacefulness sets in, is when I can really step to that place. But the message around this card for you is not just about you forgiving the people in your life, but forgiving yourself. There's a piece of self-forgiveness that they're wanting to remind you of. And that, and the reminder is that no one is perfect. We all make mistakes, so many mistakes. No one's perfect. Perfection is way overrated. And I know Reverend Kimberly teaches me that all the time. It helps me to get over my own perfectionism. But that, part of growing and learning and expanding and becoming strong is making those mistakes. And they're wanting you to know that it's okay, and that all of us have made tons of mistakes, and that we just get up again. The most important thing is just to get up again and move forward stronger and clearer. But most importantly, they're wanting me to emphasize it's the getting up and the willingness to try again, no matter how many mistakes have been made. I don't know why that's important, but that was the emphasis. But I love the shining in this card too, from the heart and the solar plexus in that area. And it really is because non-forgiveness can really be heavy, and it can hold us down energetically and vibrationally and metaphysically. And so the other card, let's see, busy times and multitasking. This is a good card. What's the imagery on it? This little guy seems really intense. So he's like, get to work. This is important. So it says, take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. That's interesting. So busy this card represents busyness being, it can be good when we're doing a lot of different projects or things, but sometimes busy can be used by our subconscious mind to distract us away from feeling. And so I think there's a little bit of both things in it that, I feel that maybe you have a few things going on that are important to you, and that it's good that they're going on, and to maintain the momentum forward of them. But also that take assessment of, am I being busy to not feel? Am I creating space and time in my life to really just be and to sit still with my heart? And so the message around this is, don't forget to sit still with your heart too. All right. Hope that's helpful. Let's see. Yay. I love the little, I wish I could see people's names, but I love the little angel emoji. I always send that emoji to my nieces. Anybody else? Would anybody else like a card? Hi, Ophelia. Liz Wood. Yes, absolutely. A heart card. Okay. Do you have any preference, Liz, for which card? We got the green deck and the red deck. I feel it's coming from the red deck, but let's see. So what happens is I pull out all the cards and I get talking, and then I forget to put them back, so they become all around me. All right, so the red deck. I haven't pulled this red deck out in quite some time. It's one of my favorite decks. But usually I pull it out when I'm feeling melancholy. And so I don't know why some decks I turn to when I'm feeling a little heart sadness. Okay, so I love the imagery on this deck because the woman looks so liberated in her emotional experience, like really just flying high and just being in the moment with her divine heart self. So it seems like an empowered heart-based emotion energy. So let's see. So I'm hearing a 3 and a 6 and a 9. Okay. 2, 3. I haven't used these in a long time, actually. Sometimes I have so many decks that sometimes they get stuck in the back of my little armoire. Okay, so the first card, remember, they're a little bit abstract in their messaging. So it says the bride offers herself. And so from a metaphorical standpoint, what that means to me in terms of this card for you, it is about surrender of the heart to the wisdom and timing of the divine. So if you think about a bride offering herself on her honeymoon, that's a really vulnerable place of surrender and having confidence in that partner to be loving and caring and sensitive in that space, right? And so this card is about surrendering the timing, is what I'm hearing audibly, the timing of heart-based things and connections to the divine. That's the first message around it. And that I feel like you like to control things a little bit to feel safe, especially in terms of your heart and relationships. And they're saying you're entering a new phase of your life that it will behoove you. So sometimes I'll hear words I never use. So that it will be of great benefit to you to practice opening your heart to safe people in your life, because I feel that there's a significant connection that's coming soon, and that it'll help you greatly in that connection that's coming if your heart has practiced being open. And so surrender the timing to the universe. That's the message around this card. I feel you have a very pure heart. So this is an Earth Angel card. So when you have a really pure heart, it's important to just be aware of how your emotional energy impacts your heart and your mind and your emotions, but to take care of your heart, to spend a little bit more time with it, asking your heart what it needs. And then the last card here that was pulled for you is just simplicity of the heart. Don't make things too complicated. Really use your emotions as your guidance system. So Abraham Hicks is phenomenal at teaching how emotional vibration and energetics can really help guide us in our decisions, most importantly, our relationships. And they're saying, just keep it simple. Feel your heart. If it's happy, then hang with these people or, engage. If not, just, go away, hang out with your cat or whatever. I don't know if you have, I'm not seeing if you have a pet or not, but just keep it simple. Does it make you feel happy? If not, then maybe not engage. All right, let's see. All right, who's next? Who is next? Who would like a card? Let's see. Oh, good. Oh, you're so welcome. let's see, love the year. What do you say? Love the year of the tiger pillow in the background. I loved. Okay, so I'm a ridiculous cat lady. Everything around me has cat on it, and I have this old cat that I love more than anything. She's 22 years old. Her name is Cuddles, and she's been sleeping by my ear since she was 6 weeks old. So yeah, so that is my everything is backwards. So when I raise this hand, it's the opposite. So yeah, that pillow is very cushy, so it's a good squeezy pillow. So anyway, all right, you want an angel card. So let's see, Archangel. Oops, there we go. Archangel Reverend Kimberly, or the regular one, or the crystal one. Let's see, you got an angel card. So, all right, 22. That's right, Mary. I know she's been my sacred companion for a lot of years, and I love her so. And she's my favorite thing to cuddle. And so, my mother named her actually. So, Mom, she's no longer with me, but Mom's right up here, and she named Cuddles. So, let's see, Archangel. All right, so this is a sacred deck. Like I said, it was somebody gifted me this deck at my lowest moment of my life, and it was actually in a hospital room with me. And it was before I began reading, really. And so this is my sacred deck of how far my angels have helped me get to, and all that good stuff. Just how blessed I really am. So, all right, Reverend Kimberly, you're showing me 1, 3, 5, and 11. You get 4 tonight. 6, 10, 11. Okay. All right, so the first one, Reverend Kimberly, it says angel therapy. So I feel you have a lot of angel helpers around you. You're doing awesome sacred work out there, and you're helping so many people heal and helping them travel along their spiritual path in such a high vibration way. And so what this card is reminding you of is to ask your angels for help more directly, because they can't really help us unless we're actively asking them. And so this is a reminder to ask them more often, because I feel like you have 3 main angels close to you. You have 2 archangels that I feel are very close to you, but almost you have like 6. So you have 3 that come and then they cycle out. So you have several around you almost all the time. So they're saying all you have to do is ask. So ask for help more from them. Divine order, the next one. So divine order is all about trust in the divine order of things, events, interactions with people, all of that. And so I know you've been very, very busy bee in terms of launching the Unity of Gulfport, which is such a wonderful community of heart-based people, and you're such a wonderful leader, a heart-based leader of that community. So anybody that's out there, please come join us. It's a beautiful service. It takes place 10:30 a.m. on Sunday at the rec center in Gulfport, the recreation center. So I'm audibly hearing the word trust. Trust that the order of the things, the timing of things are exactly the way that they are supposed to be. Any delays that might be showing up are in your highest and best good. And that whenever potentially, the timing of things change and you're left with any space in your schedule, they're reminding you to breathe and get still a little bit more and to flow the divine energy through your chakras because I know you've been so busy with all the wonderful things that you're doing, but the message around it is tap into the vibration of the divine and your stillness a little more to be energized, because I feel it'll energize you. The victory card. So whatever you're most thinking about, it will be successful and you will be victorious, period. I always love that card. I love the vibration of the picture of it too. Like, absolutely you will be victorious. So I love it, the strength of this card. When I pick it up around you, I feel a very strong victory. It's not just like a little one, it's a big one. So, and you naturally carry that type of energy around you and within you. So have faith that it will be victorious, whatever is the thing in your mind that you most want to be victorious. And then this one is whenever I get this card myself, it's a very gentle card. There's a gentleness in the energy of it. And I love even the wording of it. And the title is Beloved One. And so it says, this is from Archangel Camiel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It says, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And so, beloved one, and when I picked this card up around you, I see the image of an angel touching the heart and coming back to the heart, and they're saying the simplicity of the heart. I know sometimes in relationships, especially for me, my head will come into too much when it really is just about the simpleness of the heart. And so they're asking, tap into your heart, be still with the heart, and just sit with whatever the emotions. And almost, they're showing me the inner child vision of, I don't know if you've ever seen the art piece of, there's wired, they're like they're two adults. It's a piece of art where there's two silhouettes in wire of adults, and then the children, the two adults have their backs turned. This is the image that they're showing me. And then within the adult is the inner child piece of work, and they're reaching for each other, and they're wanting to just remind you that it really sometimes comes down to the rawness of that type of emotion, the inner children emotion of it, the rawness of that type, and the sensitivity and the simplicity of that type of love. I don't know why that's important, but that's what came up. So I hope that's helpful. Who else? All right. Yay, divine order. Yes, yes. Yeah, I love the beloved one. I always, whenever I think of the girls and my kitty, I always think of that, the beloveds. Like, what a sacred thing. Our hearts are so precious and divine. Okay, so who else? Did I miss anybody? Who else would like a card or a second card? If we're done with the first round, you're welcome to ask. Let's see, we got Kelly. Ophelia, I don't know if you're still on, but I'm happy to pull you a card. Okay, so Shelly. Hi, Shelly. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm not sure if you're still here, but Journey of Love. All right, Shelly. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to make sure to get in the right deck. Let's see. So I'm seeing 7 and 3 for Shelly. Maya is supposed to be walking through my door any minute, and I keep thinking that he's coming. All right. All right. So acceptance. So I feel this card is about accepting people in your life exactly as they are. I feel it has something to do with a love relationship or an intimate romantic relationship. Just accepting their foibles and their errors and their potentially selfishness or whatever it is that may grind on you or get to you sometimes, just to accept and focus on the heart. And so I have an art piece that I always love hanging behind. I brought it out thinking I would use it, and I ended up not, but it says, love is the answer. And I have this usually in my bedroom. And I always, especially when I'm like in my stuff and I'm whatever, especially in an intimate relationship, love is always the answer. You just have to pick whatever version of love most fits in the moment. Love is always the answer. And so that's what they're wanting you to focus on, is to find the love. Because I know it's really easy to focus on the little things that can get to us sometimes. And let's see, the next one is lovers. So the next, if you can see this card, let's see. And the message around this card really is about not letting yourself get lost. The additional message around this is that I know, especially when we're potentially, we're taking care of a lot of people potentially in our family or our mates or whatever it is, or even in our future partnerships. I know I love a little too big. I have a really sensitive heart. And so there's always that fear of getting lost. And the message around that is that it's saying that you're strong enough now to not get lost. You're strong enough to redefine your relationships, not just intimately, but other relationships, in a way where you can establish energetic boundaries and also get your needs met, whatever they might be. But most importantly, that you're strong enough energetically and spiritually now to not get lost. Okay. All right, who's next? Let's see. Yay. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Shelly, I think I just did. Okay, Crystal Angel. Ophelia, good to see you. All right. Thank you for all your sweet messages on my Facebook page. You're always so filled with love and light, and I always appreciate you. So, no, thank you so much for always leaving all of your, I get talking and I forget. Okay, Crystal Angel, that's what happens is I'm way in my right side of my brain, so I have no linear ability with my left brain. And so I forget everything when I'm in this space because it's so expansive. But anyway, thank you, Ophelia, for your kindness and your kind and loving comments. All right, I love this deck. I can feel it. I use this probably this deck the most often. Oh, we have a jumper. All right. So what that means is that when you're working with a deck and one flies out, the theory is that the angels are kicking it out, and then oh, there's another jumper. Oh, I like this tonight. They are active. I will never 3 in a row. I've never had three jumpers in a row. So maybe they're like, we don't want you to pick the card. I have this cool angel story, okay? And it just happened within the last year. So I was worried about something big. My father passed recently. So anyway, so I was worried. It was way before that. And I was really worried about it. And I said out loud, if everything's going to be all right, angels, show me a sign, right? Okay, so I'm laying in bed. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm next to the old cat. And all of a sudden, my light comes on. And it doesn't just come on. Each of the bulbs come on and then get brighter, which is something I've never seen it do. And it went in a circle. And I got so scared. I called my psychic best friend. I was like, do I have a ghost in my house? Like, I was so scared. But it was the sign that I had asked for. But anyway, I was so shocked that, yeah, I was scared. Anyway, so Ophelia, back to you. Oh, these are good cards. Dude, great cards. All right. Okay, so. Balancing, we're going to go with that one. Then we're going to go with the 2. These are the ones that the angels kicked out for you, which I thought was really cool. I've never had 3 jumpers in a row, by the way. All right, so the first card is balancing masculine and feminine energies. So all of us have a certain percentage of masculine energy and feminine energy. And for me, like the more female energies, I have a super female heart, or more classically, labeled female heart, but my mind is very male. And so I'm very much more comfortable being in a male space. And so the message around this card is around your heart and around being vulnerable and gentle and sensitive and open. So I know for me, a male space is very much about action and thinking and not being vulnerable and open with my heart. And so this really is about feeling safe within your divine femininity, but also your divine vulnerability and your softness. And so the more that you're able to practice that side of you, I feel not only will it energize you energetically in some ways, vibrationally, spiritually, but it'll make your heart much happier. And so the more you can tap into the more feminine, soft energies within yourself, I feel. And they're saying to not ever associate feminine with lack of power or not being strong, because you are definitely strong. So that's the message, is to step into your more vulnerable, loving, open-hearted ways more, and it will actually make you a lot happier, and you'll be safe. Okay, so the other 2 cards you got were super cool. It says unnecessary worries. So whatever you're most heavy-minded about lately, that it will resolve. Unnecessary. So that means that I like to overthink. Know that. So they're saying unnecessary worries. So whatever you're worrying about, you don't really need to worry about. I forget who says this. Probably several people, but worrying is just the imagination focusing on something negative that you could simply, transform it somehow into hope if you're focused enough. So that was a reminder that your mind is being a little overactive in an unnecessary worry, which is, what a great word, unnecessary. Don't really need to worry because nothing bad's really going to come. So I really like that. But this is my favorite card in the deck. So I'm so excited that you got it as a jumper. So this one, it says wellness. And it says the recovery of health and wellness is here. And I love, if you look at I forget what that staff is called, because it's in medicine, right? But if you look at the awesome metaphorical imagery of the card, this is such a high vibration card. So I feel that's the strongest card I pulled for you. But what a great card, because the vibration, it's like the energy of the divine is flowing up the staff of medical, right? But it represents health, vitality, wellness is coming. So I love this deck. It's one of my favorite. So I hope that is helpful. Yay. Yeah, jade. I don't know. Reverend Kimberly knows a lot more about stones than I do. I wish I had her wealth of knowledge around it. But yes, it's jade. I would love to get more familiar with stone and crystal vibrations. And yes, yeah, it is a beautiful card. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Kind of represents what I kind of represent as a natural doctor and a metaphysician or somebody that loves intuitive metaphysics, is the merging of those worlds and the vibration of the merging of those worlds and the divine energy flowing through both things. I think that's such a beautiful, what could be greater than that, and I always like to honor my mom behind me because I watched her struggle so much. And I questioned God so many times in my life watching her struggle, and I would cry, and it was just such a heartbreaking walk. But the thing that always inspired me about Mom was that no matter what horrible things she went through health-wise, was that her conviction to the divine and God and Mother Mary was so big. Like I couldn't even comprehend it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so close to my faith. And I hope to have the tattoo faith on my body one day, I think over my heart. So anyway, all right, Jade, promote joyfulness and love. Thank you, Reverend Kimberly. Calming and harmonious. The stone also can help you heal from emotional and physical injuries. I didn't know that. Thank you, Reverend Kimberly. And illness. Awesome. Yay, Ophelia. I'm glad. You're welcome. All right, so anybody? Hello, Priscilla. Thank you for joining us. Glad that was helpful. Sister 19 LOL online. Well, thank you for joining us. Let's see. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? If I missed you, please write at the bottom to pull you a card in your name so that I can use your name in the reading. You're very welcome, all the people. Let's see. I don't see. Let's see. Anybody else? Vicky. Yay. I'm glad, Ophelia. All right. I'm going to pull one for me. I haven't pulled one for me yet. Let's see. Oh, all right. So I'm seeing two cards, one from this deck and one from the deck that I was on my hospital bed 10 years ago. The person who gave me this deck actually is no longer with us. She passed, but she was very connected to First Unity. She was a chaplain. So I went through a very horrible event 10 years ago. I shouldn't say horrible. It was my worst moment. And I woke up and all the chaplains were around me. And so that's why I'm so passionate about, and they got me through the worst time. Oh, a jumper. All right. And so I'm very passionate about the Unity principles and about chaplainship because they really carried me through the worst time of my life. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Control issues. No, not me. That's great. All right, what else? And so let me go the other deck. And then who else? Oh, absolutely, Priscilla. All right, I'll hurry mine. Okay, let's see. And then I hear 3 and 7. This is 3. Okay. Oh, all right. All relevant. All right. So, okay. So easy does it. I always like to go too hard and too fast. So I have several projects in the mix and doing a lot of stuff. So this reminded me be balanced, wellness. So I hurt my knee. I'm hoping that's healing from my knee because I want to get out there walking. But yeah, I love this card. So I'm grateful to have gotten it again. I laugh because, do I like to control everything? I have to practice surrendering all the time. And that's a good reminder to surrender because God knows I do not know all the answers. And another one about divine order. So this is from that sacred deck from long ago. And just trusting that the universe has my back and the timing of things because I like to control timing too. And also to prioritize. So my goal is to finish my second book by July. And so I would love to, I'm getting better at prioritizing. All right, Priscilla, I haven't forgotten about you. So Priscilla, would you like a certain deck? Yay. Surprise, surprise. Yes. Control. No, not me. Yeah. All right. So Priscilla, would you like a certain deck or just want me to pick you one? Let's see. All right. I will pick you one unless I see. I wonder what happened to Jeremiah. He went shopping. He's supposed to come back. He's helping me pick out my Valentine's Day outfit. So we have this little, gay boy dressing me. So I'm like, all right, we'll see what I end up with. but he's mighty cute with his stylish commentary. So, all right. So just please pick one. All right, just pick one. Okay. Let's see. All right, we haven't used this deck yet. This is the one that Life Purpose. This deck is really grounding in its energy. I don't use it often, but it always, especially when I'm confused about my path or frustrated with my path or whatever it is. So I'm seeing 6 and 21 and 23. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 21. 21, sorry, 21 and 23. These are very subtle, the imagery on the cards. So just very subtle and calming. Just kind of gentle reminders of stuff. Oh, okay. This is an interesting collaboration of cards. So the first one is about yoga. It says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. But when I touch this card, I feel this message is about moving divine energy through your body, however that is. It doesn't have to be yoga, but that tapping into the vibration of that and with breath, I feel would be very revitalizing to you in your heart. I feel that speaking comes naturally to you, or that you have the natural gift of speaking. If you're nervous about it, just start doing it anywhere. And so I know Toastmasters is a good place to start, but I feel that the movement of divine wisdom and knowledge through your throat out into the world is part of your path here. And so the more that you practice that, and I started, I think, just journaling, just practicing the incorporation of my ideas with divine ideas through me. That's how I started. And then eventually, speaking opportunities kind of opened up. And then this card is about the clock, time to decide. And so it's an interesting image on it because it's like the angel is holding some bright white thing. It says, make a decision based on your heart's true intentions. So if there's something in front of you that you're trying to make a decision on, just make a decision that in that moment is the best one you can do. Like, I know I tend to delay making decisions because I'm afraid of making the wrong one. And they're just saying, make the next decision, and then you'll be able to step on that decision and make others. And so just surrender and make a decision. Have faith in your ability to be clear on that. I hope that's alignment of energy. That's right, Reverend Kimberly. Alignment of the energy. Yeah, it's true. Any others? Who else? We're at 50 minutes. Would anybody else like a card or would like to talk about anything? Usually my old cat comes out and tries to supervise me. So I'm surprised she hasn't come out to say anything yet. So maybe she's tired. It's been a little chilly, but she's been, oh, you're welcome, Priscilla. Welcome. I'm not sure where you are location wise, but Unity of Gulfport is a lovely community of heart-based people. And so please join us if you're able. It's located in Gulfport. Let's see. Anything? I think if nobody wants one, I'll pick a card for the week, like an intention card for the week. How about? All right, we're gonna go with the purple deck that I like so much. Palm Harbor. I don't really know Palm Harbor well, Priscilla, but I hear it's a lovely place. And so I think maybe it's 45 minutes from Gulfport, something like that. But maybe half hour. Oh, a jumper. Oh, what a good card. All right. So this deck is all about crystal deck. So it's amethyst. So we're setting the intention for the week spiritually. And it says, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. What a beautiful card. So this card, when I ask, what else about this card should I share? And it's about authenticity. Really, it takes a lot of courage to really be yourself, especially if you don't really fit in to any of the societal categories. I'm certainly one of those people in many ways, as a gay female and, as an intuitive with my Western medicine training in the chiropractic, and just I've never and as a leadership person, like feeling of leadership. And so, in a non-women leadership kind of environment. And so you know, when we're different in any way and there really isn't people potentially like us around us, it takes a lot of courage sometimes to show up. And so this card is really about just being yourself. You'll draw in the right people, you draw in the right opportunities vibrationally. And if you haven't found your people yet, keep looking. And so one of the greatest gifts of you know, being a part of the Unity of Gulfport is that there are people around me like me, very heart-based, very spiritually focused, you know, walking the principles of new thought and unity and metaphysics. You know, to be among those types of people has been so refreshing to my heart, because it's, you know, it's lonely when you're so different. So anyway, this card is all about stepping up into our authenticity, claiming it as our divine, you know, our divine selves, and just really, you know, enjoying all aspects of ourselves, but having faith that it is in the authenticity and being seen part that the awesome things of life will come to us, and that will be the happiest. And I'm actively practicing this and committing to myself to be 100% authentic. And so yes, so setting the intention that authenticity brings the divine to us more closely, all the divine awesome things. Anybody else? Priscilla, I love the fact that you guys, I can click on comments. I'm still learning. I love the fact that you guys welcome people from everywhere. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all inclusive. We're unity, and, you know, everyone is welcome, all different kind of communities. Let's see, Ophelia, you're so cool. You got in with all, yay. You're not different. They are. That's right. That's right. They're different. So I just tend to be just, let's say, a little unique. How about I'll use the word unique. Unique in a lot of areas. Yes, regardless of the religion. That's right. Unity of Gulfport and other unities sometimes they include everyone, no matter of, you know, the religion, the sexuality, the ethnicity, the social economic class, you know, status. Everyone is welcome, and I'm a very, very big believer in that. Let's see. Tammy wants a card. Okay, thanks for telling me. I don't see Tammy, but is Tammy here, or is she next to you? All right, Tammy, I'll get you a card. I'm not seeing you, but thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go with this deck. So if anybody is guided to donate, donations, once again, Venmo is at Unity of Gulfport, and then PayPal is Unity of Gulfport, Unity of Gulfport at gmail.com on PayPal. So, all right, Tammy. Let's see. Yes, Priscilla, definitely come one of these days. It's a great community. We'd love to have you. All right, Tammy. So 1 and 6, 6, 8. So you got 3. Oh. Okay. Patience. I never like getting this card because I am not naturally patient. So the message around this is they're showing me like you just doing, like, you know, we know when you're like nesting in the house and you're doing the dishes and making food and organizing and just doing, like, it's almost like those little things are really important right now, and just be patient for what you're really wanting to come to you. I feel it's on your way, but it's the process of you organizing the details, but most importantly, grounding yourself and being in a more patient energy that's actually going to draw it to you quicker, whatever it is that you're most wanting to come. And it's those little details of grounding, those little details, like, you know, going through the mail and all the little, you know, house stuff and personal stuff. But that it's in the grounding of those details that you'll be grounded more energetically, and a law of attraction will bring it to you faster. I feel like you have a creative idea in your mind, and that you're really supposed to engage in that creative idea and bring it from your mind outward into the world. And I like the energy of this is a unicorn, like a powerful guy on a unicorn. So, you know, I feel like it's often our creativity that when we connect to the divine and pull it through our conscious mind, then outward into something we create, there can be often a lot of spiritual power in that. And I feel that that's the case with this creative project. That the more that you do it, think about it, organize it, but actually do it and express divine creativity through you into this project, that you'll feel more spiritually strong and happier. Next card is about comfort. And this is, it says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And so when I touch this card, I feel it's your heart. And the message around it is that don't forget about your heart. Tap into your heart, listen, ask, what does my heart need? But that it's important, especially during this time period, to almost like hold your own heart sensitively, like being really kind to your heart and almost like treating your heart like you would a child or a pet, like that level of sensitivity to your own heart. So I hope that's helpful, Tammy. Let's see, anybody else? We're at 8:26 right now. Anybody else? Anybody? Let's see. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys are having a lovely evening. It's been so nice to connect with you in this way. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I will be doing this again next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. So thank you so much. I can't see your name, but thank you so much. I'm glad that was the intention of starting this event, was to be supportive to our community. So blessings, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.